Thank you all for taking out the time to help celebrate and acknowledge our honoree, Major Malik Whyte, for his hard work and dedication as the first commander of the SMTB Strength Maintenance Training Battalion of the Professional Education Center. Major Whyte, post. Attention to orders. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal to Major Malik T. Whyte II, National Guard Professional Education Center, for exceptional meritorious service while assigned as the commander of the Strength Maintenance Training Battalion. Major Malik T. Whyte II contributed directly to the effectiveness of the Professional Education Center's mission while increasing the positive visibility and relevance of the battalion. His accomplishments, professionalism, and exceptional performance of duty are in keeping with the finest traditions of military service and reflect great credit upon himself, the National Guard Professional Education Center, the Army National Guard, and the United States. From 19 July 2021 to 06 April 2023. This 6th day of June 2023. Signed, Brigadier General Leland T. Shepard. The PEC Commander, Colonel Cherry, and the Sergeant Major of SMTB, Sergeant Major Farrar, will present Major Whyte with the following awards. SMTB PCS gift.
All right, look at this.
Ooh.
Stand on this side. Oh, okay, I'm one of those people that has to want it to look nice, right? Not halfway down.
All right, we're also going to present the PEC Signature Award.
All right. I think most of you have seen this. Guide on.
All right. We will also present the Arkansas Travel Award, which will be narrated by Mr. Easley.
Yes, ma'am. I got the truck. I get it down the road.
Where you at?
He's just going to read it.
Front right here?
I think he's reading it.
Our Arkansans have long been known for their hospitality and their love of their beautiful state. This certificate expresses the state's special recognition to out-of-state visitors who have contributed to the progress, enjoyment, or well-being of the state of Arkansas or to her people. The story behind the Arkansas Traveler is simple. While traveling through the Arkansas backcountry in the early 19th century, Colonel Sandy Faulkner, tired and hungry, came upon a humble squatter's cabin. He found the occupant sitting in the doorway playing the first part of a familiar tune over and over again. Faulkner stopped and asked for accommodations. The squatter offered none. When Faulkner asked why he played the same part of the tune over and over, the squatter replied he didn't know the rest. When Faulkner played the turn of the tune, the squatter changed his mind, making the traveler royally welcome for as long as he pleased. Like that long ago traveler, we hope that you've had a good visit. Enjoy our state, share your own turn of the tune with us, and always have nice things to say about the state of Arkansas. See, I'm an old goat here.
Yeah.
See, I dropped that anyway. It was meant to be.
And then the Arkansas Traveler Award reads, to all who see these presents, greetings. Know ye that the governor of the state of Arkansas, in the name and by authority of the people of said state, as vested in her by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arkansas, reposing special recognition for the distinguished accomplishments, does hereby appoint and commission Major Malik T. Whyte II as an Arkansas Traveler, who is hereby authorized and commissioned to serve as an ambassador of goodwill from Arkansas to the people of other states, the people of nations beyond the borders of the United States, or wherever this ambassador of Arkansas may hereafter travel or reside. in testimony whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the great seal of the state affixed at Little Rock on this 9th day of June in the year of our Lord 2023. Signed, John Thurston, Secretary of State, and Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Governor.
I think Sergeant Major needs an applause for reading through that so well.
At this time, the floor is open for any remarks.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and start out. So, you know, Major Whyte has been here 2 years. We transitioned battalions last year, and I'll tell you, you won't find anybody more dedicated to professionalism throughout our force when it comes to recruiting and retention. And I think that stands wherever you go. He's well known as well, too, as representing SMTB. And as the transition went through, you know, I went out and I spoke to different people, and they always had positive things to say about the level of professionalism in the recruiters that came back from training. And I think that that's a reflection on him, as well as the staff and team that he puts together and manages, as well as Sergeant Major. I'll give him a little credit. And each day. So one of the words that was brought up when talking about Meliki was integrity, and that he really believes that there should be the underlining of integrity in everything he does. And that's greatly appreciated not only by, I know, the staff, his peers, myself, and the rest of the chain of command. Because anymore, we have to work very hard to get everyone to stay focused on the Army values. We've seen a lot of transition through our, not just our organization, but our nation, especially coming off COVID. But the level of professionalism that this battalion puts out has not changed. And for that, we appreciate that. And I thank you on behalf of the whole PEC chain of command, as well as the teams across campus.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Is this a roast, or we just... Seriously, you know, it's been an honor, sir, to serve with you over the 2 years, or just short of 2 years for us. I was working at NGB when I found out I was going to be assigned down here at the Strike Management Training Center at the time, and met with now the Deputy G1, Mr. Anson Smith, and he said, do you know Major Whyte? I said, no, I don't know him. And he said, well, I think you two are going to get along very well. And if anybody knows the history of myself and Mr. Smith, we date back to 2003, going through what was ANOC at the time, right over here at the academy. And then shortly after, both of us coming Title 10 and working here at the schoolhouse together. So he knew a little bit about me, and lo and behold, he knew something about Major Whyte, because back when Major Whyte was a young NCO, he also came through the basic recruiting and retention NCO course. So he and Mr. Smith had developed a relationship at that point, and you know, to you know, all the hand of God and everybody that was involved in assembling this command team down here, you know, I think they did a heck of a job, because it's been an honor to serve with Major Whyte. You know, he's as far as a leader for the battalion as well as the brigade. He has always had the best interests in mind, and in taking care of the soldiers within the battalion. I know he is someone that some of the other battalion commanders lean on, and I know I have leaned on him quite a bit over the time that we've had together. And it's been an honor as we assessed or turned from a center to a battalion, and to know that I had the opportunity to serve with the 1st Battalion Commander for the Strength Maintenance Training Battalion was an honor. And while I hate to see him go, much like my NCOs that I'll talk about as they get ready to move on, they always get their choice assignment as they leave us. And so while I hate to see him go, and I wish him the best, I also know he's going to Florida, so he's getting that choice assignment. He's going to be at the beach having a good time. So, sir, I appreciate you, and glad I had the opportunity to serve with you.
So I guess now the floor is mine. So I decided to give a lot of time today so I can save your time and needs for the awards, the transition, change of command ceremony. So please allowing me a little bit of time here, because I can promise Friday it'll be very short. They have to see me, I'm down, I'm gone. But I will tell you that, like, for those who I've talked to before know the story. When I came in, people always ask me, especially it's funny, the Arkansas Travel Award, like, why Arkansas? You came from St. Croix, Virgin Islands, and me and Zapata were down there together, down on St. Croix. It's a nice experience. The beach is fun. But why Arkansas? Why would you choose to come to Arkansas? And I didn't choose to come to Arkansas. I chose to come to Peck. I chose to come to SMTC for the simple fact is I've always had a passion in this because this is where I started in the Guard. Again, for those of you like have heard my story before, it's funny. My son is now graduating. Just graduated a couple weeks ago from high school. He was a baby when we came here. I came straight off active duty. This was my very first experience in the Guard. Coming through SQR4, sitting in Sergeant Young Hall, and graduating this course in February of 2005 to now 18 years later. Here I return, and this is where I wanted to come because I believe in what it is that we do wholeheartedly. Recruiting retention gave me an opportunity, gave me a career. I got off active duty and I was done with the Army until a little thing called OAF kicked up, and after my deployment, I knew I was going to get called back. So if I was going to get called back, I wanted to be on my own terms, and the Guard is a whole lot different than the Reserve. So I knew I wanted to come to the Guard, plus my experience with interaction with the Utah Army National Guard. They have a maintenance unit that's hands down some of the most professional soldiers I've ever been around. Now, they were old, especially when I was younger at the time, but older than me. We had some very seasoned specialists, but they could tear down a piece of equipment like nobody's business. And that really helped me understand the professionals of the National Guard, that besides someone's rank and besides someone's age, doesn't mean that the individual who you're working with is not a CSC certified mechanic. And that really humbled me in the things that I thought I was as a young whippersnapper, as a young NCO on active duty, and I realized that the Guard could run circles around us just because of what it is the Guard does. So having this opportunity to come back to Arkansas, one, just to experience with you all with this battalion. I said this when Carlos retired, when Major Woodard retired, that you all are probably the most professional group of individuals I've been around in my military career. Just for the simple fact is, this business is very transactional. And this is the thing that I always try to implore upon you all when we're dealing with students. Take the time to love on them, because once they leave these hallowed halls, everything from there is transactional, period. The love that they get, the support that they get from their organization will be based on what they have done. And nowhere else in the Army, no other career field in the Army, is it, as long as you graduate your schools, they'll continue to excel. As long as you shoot and you qualify as an infantryman, they will continue to move forward. We all know that if you're not making mission, they're not sending you to schools. They're not going to promote you. They're not going to do the things that every other career field in the Army has. So that relationship, once they leave here, is very transactional as an R&R NCO. And that's why I try to implore upon you all, as an educator myself, to not look at yourself as just instructors, look at yourself as educators. Pour into some of these students. Because the unfortunate side, the dark side of the business, what we do is, there's a reason for those of you all who've had the opportunity to kind of see me in PT. There's a tattoo I have on the inside of my arm, right, about a kneeling soldier. I have lost more people in this career field, all right? I have seen more individuals who are no longer with us, and I can go through the list of names, and I don't know if Tim Harrison's around, but I know he knows some of them. Those of you all been around, between Grant Zachary, Chuck Sines, Walt Moore, those individuals who, based on the things that happen in this business, all right, are no longer with us. And this career field is very challenging. And if you do not care about the people that you're with, if you try to play in the gray area, eventually it's gonna catch up with you. And a lot of that from the black guys we took from GRAP and all of those things, and those are the reasons why I try to ensure that we held the standard the way we do. Because again, unfortunately, and Colonel Cherry says before that, and I know Colonel Ferguson's around, the gift that you all will have in Colonel Ferguson, he doesn't have the scar tissue that I have. All right, he doesn't have a lot of the bad experiences that I've had, being both an R&R NCO and also working in HR and seeing our programs get challenged, seeing GRAP, seeing our marketing, our programs get gutted because of our inability to handle our business as a National Guard as a whole. Which is why, again, I always was I tried to make sure that the things that we did were, one, holding to the standard, and two, ensuring that we were pouring into our soldiers, our students. And then, lastly, I can't say thank you enough. I said I didn't come here to be a battalion commander. Of course, I joined the Army as a private, so as an E1, So I never thought that even becoming an officer was going to be a realistic aspect of it. But after a company command as an AG officer, most AG officers don't get a battalion command. So I did not come here to be a battalion commander. I came here to work in the battalion, to work with R&R NCOs, because that's what my passion is, and I believe that we can do a lot of great things. So to have the honor of to being a battalion commander has been, a life's dream. It has most definitely been very challenging. I know that I have been challenging, and I'm okay with that because I know that one, we've exceeded all the things that I expected us to do. Just the fact that we're standing in, we used to be the chair farm, all right?
Sure.
Thanks to Master Sergeant Larson and operations, getting this place cleared out, getting it approved to actually get a learning library, which the students deserve, which you all deserve as instructors, to get something that's very similar to what they have at the RRC, because I don't believe that they are better than us. They just have different resources. We're going to tap into that pot of money, and we're going to be able to do some of the things that USEREC does. The fact that we're able to take our students out and do a prospecting exercise just talks about the way we're trying to innovate. I said this when I came here. If 2-3 years later we're still doing the same things, then I failed. And I can most definitely tell you that because of you all, we're doing different things. We are innovating the way we handle business. And like I said, this room in and of itself is a picture of that change. It's now a blank slate, and I know you all will make this what we need it to be to continue to be the best we can for PEC, for the RRF, and just for yourselves. And like I said, we'll pass the colors on Friday, but and it talks about that in the ceremony, and I mean it so heartedly. It is my honor to be a steward of the colors that represent you all. None of this was about me. This is about you all, and everything that has happened. Everything, all the accolades, all the awards that I've gotten is off the backs of what it is you all have done. And trust me, that has never been lost on me because I know without you all, I would not have had the opportunities to do the things that I've done, include additional assignments after here. And it's because of all you all's hard work. So again, I wanted to take the time out today so I can save some of your time on Friday to sincerely and wholeheartedly say thank you. And I do mean that. I know Colonel Ferguson and I talked about coming down here. Before he came, I told him it's going to be a great assignment because of you all. You all truly believe in what it is that we do. You all truly understand the business of what it is that we do. You understand how, despite how challenging it is out there, that you all are willing to do the hard work, stay up, come in early, stay up late. And I normally always say in a public forum that, we're not special, but we're just, we're different. But, especially as I'm leaving now, my OER hasn't been signed yet, I can honestly say that we are special. SMTB is special because we do the things that other people won't. We do the things that other people can't. And it's because of you all and your passion. I mean, there's a reason why, Mr. Easy's been around here. I'm not going to give the number. But the reason why people leave and then they come back. Mr. Taylor's been, he knows GOs from GOs before they were GOs. And there's a reason why people come back. It's for what it is that we do and you all and the work that you all do. So again, I'll shut up at this point and I'll just say thank you. Thank you for everything wholeheartedly. This has been a great assignment and this has been a true honor in my career. So I thank you all for your time and your support.